Hey everyone, welcome to Dark Helmet Racing League Season 4, Round 9, which is our last round of the season. Some really good, hard battles out there. Um, really, this review is just for principle. There's not going to be anything that comes of it because it's the last race and our point tallies don't carry over to the new season, but let's see what they were and let's get through this. So for this one, just kind of watch where the Mustang goes on the hash lines versus where the Porsche goes. And you can kind of see what happened. The Mustang's staying pretty straight in line with the edge of the grid marks, and the Porsche kind of comes over to make light contact, and iRacing makes a meal of it, and they have a big crash because of it. In real life, that contact probably wouldn't have been anything, but here ends up with this. And probably Josh was probably looking in his mirror. Standing starts are a little bit of a pain to deal with. You don't know exactly where to look. But in this case, John will be noted, and Josh get driver 34 contact. Every single time I forget to bring up the document we put all this stuff into. Next one. All right, so to be consistent with the rest of the season, as they come in here, the Mustang has more than got alongside, and the Porsche comes through and makes contact. 35 should have been left room. The Mustang there, so this will be on the Porsche, which is Greg. Sure, there's a good rejoin here. But also, let's keep the voice chat out of this. There was something in the game chat, but there was also something in the Discord chat, and those two chats didn't actually merge together. So you guys were both talking to no one other than everyone else in the race. So that's why we try to limit, using voice chat during the races to just nice gestures and things like that. Like Brandon said, let's try to keep everything above board, good sportsmanship at all times, on and off the track. Noted for him. Next one. Let's go to the other car involved here. See it better. And I had a very similar incident with Matt in the in the feature. Ours was a 0x, but this one, and it wasn't resulting in a spin, but this one was heavier contact and resulted in a spin. I know he feels bad about it. This is typical ABS taking you to the scene of the accident. Not much that once you commit to a move like that and the ABS kicks in, yeah, you're just hoping the other guy doesn't get in the way. Unfortunately, it does look like that gave the 73 suspension damage as well. Just make sure Josh got back going safely. I think that rear tire did get knocked in. And he does rejoin nicely. His side was noted. Stuff going on there. That one doesn't look like it came up, but let's see what it was. And that's basically the same incident, but this one didn't generate any incident points. So this one, somebody, if they want to put in a protest about it, go for it. We're not going to review it because it didn't generate an incident point, but please, for all intents and purposes, if you feel like you're hard done by, please put in a protest. We'll then review it. Good job on letting everyone clear. All right, so that's the sprint, the feature, and looks like we did really good on the first couple laps, and then we got to lap 6 here before we had our first incident, which is awesome. Good work on the first few laps there, guys. Hmm. Bit further look. All right, a little Mustang on Mustang action here. The white Mustang goes for the move. It never gets good overlap, but like everything else with ABS here, this kind of takes you in. There's not much you can do, and there was minor overlap, so this can be avoided. And this is similar to what we did uh, at Daytona. The car on the outside, once there is overlap, especially on these corners that are later apex corners like this, which think of this as the first horseshoe at Daytona. It's very similar, it's just a lot slower. But in this, like, we roll it through, and the Mustang on the inside is there. There is a little bit of overlap. Let's see if we get a better view. There's not much overlap at all. Far ahead. So this is just being forceful, probably getting dragged in with the ABS. And to be honest, this is a little different than Daytona, where we had drivers get a little bit farther up the inside. This is just, leaving the nose just to the point where contact's going to be made. So this, there's, yes, we said any overlap you should give room, but at this stage, the Mustang on the outside really should have given up the corner. It was quite clear that the first Mustang was gonna make it a little hard on him. He did turn in early, but like I said, ABS is gonna take you to the accident. Not a huge bit of contact. The Ryan probably did cause it to be worse by squeezing it, but you're allowed to. Did his movement happen under braking? A little bit, but you're allowed to turn in at any point. It doesn't tell you you have to be on the perfect line. And perfect line at iRacing shows he's right on it. So, we all know that the racing line that iRacing paints is not the best, but in this it kind of shows that the driver of the front Mustang was doing what he should have. So this one is going to be on the white Mustang. This, on the other hand, might be something else. Make sure that let's go to cockpit and see what he saw. May just be trying to get out of the way. Yeah, I'm not going to do anything about the other bit of contact that when you see it from on board, the car just kind of comes in front. So this will be just on the 35. Let's see if there's any redress before I get in. So, no. What should have happened here is the white Mustang should have given the spot back. And all of this, there wouldn't be a penalty. We've done that in previous races. So, yeah, we're going to definitely go with him for the penalty. 35. Ooh. Let's see what happened there with Alex behind. Alex missed his braking zone by a ton. Again, guys, if you take somebody off the track, you can wait for him. Does he wait? Does he? Let's give it a little longer. It looks like he's waiting. And then Josh had a pit, so Looked like he did try to wait, but I can't see throttle traces, right? So I can't tell for sure. Let's look at speed on that straight and see, because he did let a car go by. All right, so this is gonna have to still be a penalty. Totally an accident, but still, that's how we do all the penalties. Is whoever's at fault. So this is an unsafe rejoin. So Joshua breaks himself, goes wide, goes off the track. The white line there is the rejoin, and then he rejoins basically at a very sharp angle to racing line, and has contact with Josh as a result, which spins him. So 34. Rejoin. Josh is just Josh on Josh. And then that's the end of the race. What's happening here? Gray ran out of gas. You can hear it. And I heard him in the chat say it. So this is coming to the line. Greg stops to wait for him. But I think Gray is completely out of gas and stuck. Yeah, misfires a couple times, puts him into the wall, and then he tries. Does he get it there? Nope. That one's just gonna be a racing incident. Running out of gas on racing line, nowhere to go. So that's it. That was the season. Thank you everyone for joining in for season 4. Hope to make some refinements for season 5. As you can see in the race log here, the iRaceControl, there is now the ability to put custom car classes in. So we have DHRL, Platinum, Silver. We had one unknown, which apparently I had missed. And then, oh, there's another one too. I'll make sure that number list gets updated. But there's also bronze. And what this will do is I can now have the ability within our Auto Steward to make penalties based on classes. So what we'll probably end up doing, and this is still going to be a little bit of work to figure out how we're going to do it, but we're going to try to have the penalties for each class be slightly different so that platinum's held to a higher standard than silver and silver to a higher standard than bronze so that everyone's still enjoying themselves. So if the bronze driver goes off track a few more times, they're not held to the same standard that a platinum driver is. Platinum, we'll be using, as we did in this race, 1Xs to gain back time and protect ourselves from passes and things like that. Whereas bronze, most of the 1X generations are from going off track. So what we can do is reduce the number of 1Xs that the platinums can use and increase the number of 1Xs that bronze can use by doing this new custom classes. So this should help. Everyone should have a much easier time by doing that. So that's one of them. 2Xs will change slightly probably as well. And then 4Xs, we're hoping to kind of leave 2Xs and 4Xs where they are for silver, possibly decrease them for platinum and increase them for bronze. But at the same time, we don't want bronze drivers to have an advantage over silver to a huge extent. Then, especially when there's good mix of classes where drivers are battling each other. At one point in this race, it was really cool to see was the packs of platinum, silver, and bronze where there was some set packs, which was really cool to see that we've kind of nailed our classes. But let's keep on improving it for next season and see what we get. So that's it for this season. Thank you, everyone, and we'll see you at the next one.